That was a Citizen Kane reference. I apologize. Let's start. Let's try this again. Penis. Now we're back on track. Now we're should you watch? Yeah. Woo! I have a soft spot for anime that takes place in the college setting. I don't know why. I took an AP course once, but I've not enrolled in college. Big surprise. College is for girls. As I'm sure you all know, the rhyme goes. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to college to experiment with their sexuality. Maybe I'm projecting and imagining what a world would be like if I had went and had a cutie Asian crush and ate squishy cake every day and stressed out about fitting in everywhere I went and had conversations with my penis. And this is Tatami Galaxy in a 4.5 Tatami Mat nutshell. Hi! I'm Demolition D+, and I've already wasted 30 seconds of your precious time by talking about my own poor life choices, and if you're still here, I guess we could get this show on the road. Galaxy's got a way of hitting home with anyone familiar with being young and trying to decipher their role in life while juggling massive amounts of sexual tension. So, depending on how sensitive you are, you might love or hate this aspect of the show. I believe that Tatami Galaxy is a shining example of how anime, for all of its cliches and reputations, remains a media art unbounded by genre tethers. Like any good book, movie, song, or painting, the potential for telling a story or making a point is limitless. After all, anime is a medium, not a genre, despite what your Netflix account may try and convince you. And while Galaxy is definitely not the first series to approach and incorporate these hardships of maturity and decision making, it still manages to feel both powerful and unique, and far less depressing than Welcome to the NHK.
高野川と鴨川に挟まれた三角地帯に位置する下鴨神社。京都に由緒正しき神社は山ほどあれど、中でも下鴨神社は平安以前から存在する屈指の大。
Thinking to yourself, wow, that was a little difficult to keep up with. I hope they don't do that again. They probably won't. Wrong! If you've heard of Tatami Galaxy and the delivery of its exposition, then you already know that it is infamous for moving at a mile a minute, and while at times, yes, it does slow down to allow the viewer to take a breath, for the most part, the dialogue in the show moves at a blistering pace. There is no English dub. If you cannot keep up with this bullet train narration for 24 minutes at a time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people's brains process things differently. Some people go to Jupiter to get more stupider. You will miss out on the key elements that glue the story and the point it's trying to make together. Part of Tatami Galaxy's charm is in its metaphorical delivery. The world moves fast, especially in college. Try and keep up. Your dick will get you into trouble, especially in college. Try and keep your libido contained. History repeats itself. Now watch this show repeat itself. Over and over again. The story is told from the first-person perspective of the nameless main character, who's basically like Peter Parker without any superpowers. And each episode, for the most part, starts and ends the same with the nameless MC approaching college grounds in search of a rose-colored campus life, whatever the hell that means. Picking a new club to join each time while meeting the same characters in a new environment, and ending with the clock turning back, setting up the next episode where the same shit happens with a different flavor of club shenanigans and perhaps more focus on certain sub-characters that didn't get enough spotlight in the episode prior. I'll be honest, it took me a while to get used to this episodic format of reintroducing the same slightly altered situations and characters, and this was a huge turnoff for me in the beginning, after realizing that the first couple of episodes weren't the only ones with this kind of narrative structure. But after accepting it for what it is, Tatami Galaxy really shows you what it's made of, and why it's garnered such a cult following since its debut in 2010. It's difficult to explain in detail, and best experienced by the viewer on their own. It's a love story, but not really. It's a simplistic coming of age and understanding of oneself, but also a complex cerebral commentary wrapped up in fast comedy, colorful symbolism, brief Japanese mythology, and quirky characters and situations that you won't find anywhere else. I'm sorry, I'll stop throwing buzzwords at you now. It's a juxtaposition of framing and introducing each episode the same way, then having a wildly different and over-the-top outcome than before that makes each episode feel different. It's being able to laugh at your own writing and the ridiculous setups that your protagonist and his recurring best buddy are put through, while still managing to feel relatable to the audience and makes the show as enjoyable as it is. It is a show grounded in realistic scenario, yet told in a strange and imaginative fashion. That alone warrants enough interest for me, and then on top of that, you have a romantic subplot that never surfaces too obnoxiously to take you out of the experience and only adds to the series' extremely satisfying conclusion, when everything finally comes together and makes you happy that you stuck around till the end. Tatami Galaxy can be fun, it can be boring, it can be confusing, it can be straightforward, but above all that it can be is what it will be. A visually appealing journey of self-acceptance of everyday concepts that we as a people are forced to contend with to the best of our social capabilities capabilities without managing to come off as pretentious or lose track of the general theme being pumped through its 11 entertaining episodes. Finally, a smart show for smart people like me. Should you watch Tatami Galaxy? Yes.